I would like to share my thoughts and my feelings. If you have a time for subscribing my channel and to ring the bell and sharing my videos, I will appreciate it. So God bless to all of you, and I hope everybody's getting her thoughts and her feelings getting well, and don't let anybody just being mistreating you and manipulating your feelings. The reason that I want to make this video is because my situation is a little tough, because I'm not gonna be the person that I wanna be cover my mouth on my identity. Okay, I'm not gonna be let the government or any person, including CPS, doctors, judge, attorneys, teachers, nurses, staff, or any person to manipulate myself or one of my kids. I have a tough time right now for still being fighting for having my daughter back, because CPS is been abusing us too much, and still continue for these 2 years. It's 3 years for having my daughter in Franklin Manor with the other kids. They are having severe autistic. My daughter, she's not an autistic. She doesn't have any severe autistic. She doesn't have any condition. I hate people when they're still being abusing us too much. But I hate people when they're still abusing us right now at this moment when this coronavirus is still over here, because they don't have nothing else to still be creating and bringing more problems to us, So for all these years that I still know the people from the schools, teachers, the clinics, hospitals, doctors, nurses, attorneys, judge, CPS, social workers, therapists, psychological psychiatrists, everyone, they like to still mistreating everyone. I have this experience for 3 years, or more than 3 years, after it was being my daughter. She's the CPS having my daughter in Franklin, like I was saying before, and they still mistreating my daughter every single day, and I can say almost all day. Not just only my daughter, they still mistreating all the kids over there. What are they doing? They manipulating them, they scaring them, they yelling them, abusing physically, mentally, psychological, verbally, emotionally, separating from our families. They separated my daughter from me for false allegations, and many accidents still creating to my abusing my daughter, and many accidents still provoking to my daughter having, including the other kids. And you have no idea how hard it is for me not to see my baby from the last month right now. I see her for video call, and when I see my daughter last week over the video call, it's breaking my heart. I had to be very strong in front of her, because behind and next to her there's a social worker, Michelle Shage, and one of the nurse, and maybe other kids right behind there. This woman, Michelle Shage, she liked to still creating a lot of false allegations, saying a lot of things that I'm not happy at all, saying many things. I want to be post another video from this. And the real things behind all this is a lot of manipulation and a lot of liars, false allegations, mistreating us, misdiagnostic, creating a lot of trauma to everybody. These people, they from the government, they don't have no rights for abusing too much for us. So I'm in my home with no money, because the government says they want to be sending money to everybody. I was not even receiving nothing. I'm still working over here to make some crafts, toys, and for my daughter, and for selling for other people. So, but I want to tell you one of the things that I was been having problems with the CPS, and right now, one of the social workers, that is two, Don Graham and Michelle Shage, they say in last maybe almost 2 months ago, they say that me and my daughter, I was visit my daughter in the Franklin Manor. It was my visitation in there, and I usually make a choice, not similar like this one, but I buy some other toys. And me and my daughter, we were starting playing. We was eating first. We were eating, and then we were starting playing. I was bringing one of the toys that I was bringing for her to play in. And this woman, it was starting bringing us, well, it's a lot of big story, but I'm not going to make it bigger. So this woman, Michelle, she said to us that I had to get out from my visitation. I had to be take all the toys with me because my daughter, she was on December, she was creating weapons, sharp things, and blah blah blah. My daughter, she was looking at her like that. My daughter, she's very beautiful and very sweet girl. But with all this trauma, all this abuse, is creating us too much. And plus, the thing that she was saying to my daughter in front of me, that me and my daughter, we was creating sharp things, guns, knives, but stupid things, you know. I take a video from that moment when I said, this woman, she's gonna be bringing us a big problem. So I wanna be prepared myself for starting recording everything. So with these toys, me and my daughter, we was creating sharp things, weapons, and all that kind of things. I said, okay. And I told her, my daughter, at that time, she was a little bit, have a sore throat that time. And I will let her, Michelle, I let her to still talking a lot of stupid things because I know this woman, she have a mental problems. She's very dangerous. I can consider this woman that she's very dangerous, not just only her, including Don Grant and the rest of the staff from there, and including the nurse and other people in there. Not all of them, but I don't know too much from there, including the school teachers and the principal. So when she started telling me all that thing, and I say, okay, so you already say whatever you say. So I told her that if it was bringing my daughter to see the nurse because my daughter, she have a sore throat and she's coughing. So she started very nasty with me. And she make me feel very bad, my daughter and myself. And I told her to stop being harassing us and attacking us at that point. And she told me I had to take all my stuff and to get the hell out of here from that place. I said, oh, that's the way it is, in front of my daughter and in front of the other kids. The other kids, they intimidating them, including to my daughter, for not to speak, not to say anything. If they say something, they want to be continue psychological abusing them. So this is what I'm doing it. So I'm showing this toy because this is what I created. I created a lot of things. I just only have this one on hand. And when this government and the CPS and the nurse and the doctor is still being abusing us too much, and I was being fighting for this woman to stay away from my daughter and for myself, and she had to be stopped to stay bringing all these type of things, saying that me and my daughter we created with these toys and other toys, weapons, sharp things, and knives and all that kind of things. I said, this woman, she really have mental problems and she's very dangerous. And I had to be finding how I want to be sue her in the Franklin manner to the facility for all this abuse, including the doctors they're working in there, the psychology, the psychiatrists, the staff, the nurse, and all the people, and including the social workers. It's not going to be easy, but I'm just trying to do a lot of things, including the judge and the other attorneys from CPS and all that. So when I see all these virus right now, they're still saying everybody's getting sick and everything is like that, is because how the way they was this woman, she was mistreating my daughter and mistreating myself and telling me all these type of things, saying that my daughter, she's creating weapons and sharp things and she's gonna be hurt somebody over there in from the staff and all that things. I say, what's going on with this woman? My daughter, right now she's a minor. She's 12 years old. She turned 12, and that, unfortunately, it's very hard. It's very hard for me to still be, to talking about this and to be strong and to keep positive myself. But after I still learning all these abuse, false allegations, false diagnostic, how the social workers, how the doctors, nurses, the hospitals, clinics, or any person, including teachers, principals, whatever is in the government, they like to manipulate and bring in a lot of false allegations, So all this situation from the coronavirus is because they're hurting your corona, your heart, your feelings, your head, your brain, your heart, your feelings. It's destroying everything. They taken your money away from you. They taken your children away from you. They taken, because they taken my daughter away from me for no reason, for false allegations. They taken my daughter out of the school. The CPS taken my daughter out of the school for false allegations. The teachers and the principals, they created a lot of false allegations. They calling the police for hurting me physically. They damaged my life. They damaged my feelings. They taken my daughter away from me for false allegations. The police being manipulating, CPS manipulated the police for telling them a lot of stupid things. I have a video for all that. Unfortunately, when the police that was being physically abusing me, the police broke my camera and it was not even recording too much on that moment of that, because they taken my phone away from me. They smashing me up this part of my head on the truck. Then they grabbing me, they twisted my arm, they hurting me very badly, smashing me on the ground, my legs, my knees. I can't even walk, I can't even talk. They was completely abusing me very badly. But I was being, my feelings, they was being hurt a lot and trauma. They traumatized me when they was being taken my daughter away from me for no reason. I can imagine at that moment how my daughter, she was being feeling. Like right now, we're feeling very badly because the government like to have a lot of garbage on the head for manipulating every single person on this world. And we cannot let the government still be destroying us, abusing us, misdiagnosing us. They still keeping us away from the society. Like they tell them, I can tell you this. What is the reason they're still doing all this? When I was being in the court 7 or 8 months ago, they manipulated me. They're trying to manipulate me. No, they want to manipulate me. They're trying to manipulate me. I didn't let them to do that. I was not even listening to them when they started saying the mother, she was making sharp things and guns and blah, 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 and that kind of stupid things. I was not even put that thing in my head. I was listening to them only. And I said, I'm side on me, I was saying, what type of people is this to still creating all these type of things, saying the mother, she creating all these things. I told them later on, if you need some guns or weapons or anything, just let us know so we can create some for you, because maybe you need it for some reason. So because I didn't listen to them, they was not even hurting my feelings, because I already know exactly how the CPS is mistreating everyone. Okay, like right now they're still mistreating us, all of us, and we cannot let them to still be abusing us too much or keeping us inside the house. Or would you have to wear in your mask, and you cannot still be next to the other ones because we want to be contaminated. We are not going to be contaminated ourselves, because this is the president is still been doing all these type of things because he have no rights for still manipulating everyone. If somebody's going to be bought again for having this president back to us, he's going to be destroy the whole world. He's going to destroy your life. If you're alive right now, they're going to be destroy your life, your family, like they start destroying my family right now. They're still keeping my daughter away from me for false allegations and bringing me a lot of stupid things. But I'm not stupid. Behind all this, I have a lot of things that I can show you, and I can prove it, how the government, the schools, the teachers, the doctors, hospitals, everybody's been abusing us too much. And I can prove many things, how the hospital last month, me and to my daughter and myself, they was being mistreating us, saying that my daughter and me in the hospital, like I was said, the facility was saying the mother, she was having a fever, and they was sending my daughter to the emergency room. It was calling me, so I was over there. I show up, and I stayed over there all day long, watching all of them, seeing how they still mistreating me and my daughter, telling me that I had to be wearing. They don't tell me nothing. I was asking them if I had to be wearing a mask, and they say, "Oh yeah. They have only, I don't know how many on the bag. The ones, they are regular ones from the hospital, so they give me one." So when I went there, I was hearing, and I was asking what was the reason they was bringing my daughter to this hospital for. And they told me that's because they created this, many things. But I want to say the first one that was being telling me. So what is the reason I was asking? What is the reason they was bringing my daughter to here? And one of the, I don't know if that is a nurse, but the woman, she was standing at the door, and I say, okay, I would like to know what is the reason they was bringing my daughter here, for what reason? So because she has have a bad behavior. And I was a bad behavior. They doing something again to my daughter. I said, okay. So they give me the mask. I still doing my things. I still recording everything. I still watching everything. It was that time I was only outside from the hospital, from the children's Maria Ferreira Children's Hospital outside. I was see a tent but I don't see no people walking or going inside or outside or a big line or anything. I say, I'm not seeing too much people over here. I'm glad in God. He's, it's nothing. So inside the hospital, when I was waiting for the other person they want to be bringing to see my daughter, I was not even see too many people in there. I'm glad. No children's, not too many children's in there. I just only see one mom with her daughter walking inside the emergency room too. But it was nobody. It was just one woman waiting on the waiting area. And the other one that she was standing over there with the book to, to register yourself when you're coming in. She was chatting or doing something on over the phone and very nervous. And the other ones too. I said, really? And they saying this is very busy over here. I'm glad that nobody was there. So I was waiting for see they was bringing me to see my daughter. So when I went inside, they call in the nurse or the doctor. It was a woman, younger one, white, blonde hair. And I say, I would like to know what is the reason they was bringing my daughter over here. And they say, okay. So hold on. They say, we're gonna be called the nurse or the doctor. One or the other. She was they told me they wanna be calling them. So they calling her. So she was arrived. She was show up over there, and she told me, what can I help you? Or what can I, no, she doesn't even tell me, what can I help you? What can I do for you? I said, what can I do for me? I said, I would like to know what is the reason they was bringing my daughter over here. They said, they said they was calling us because they said your daughter, she was having fever over there. But I said, when she was arriving here, she was not having no fever. And she's doing okay. She's fine. And she doesn't have no fever at all. I said, so what was the reason you still having my daughter here? And I said, where is my daughter? Because I don't see her. So the guy, he was started telling me, said, you have to be wearing a mask, you have to wear gloves, and you have to get wearing a gallon, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, where is my daughter? It was a big window and a door. So he told me, it's right there. She's right there by the window. And so my daughter, as soon as she saw me, she was extending her hands, telling me, mommy, mommy. I said, I'm right here, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Mama, I'm right here. So I see one woman inside in the room with my daughter, just only wearing a mask, but not a gallon, not even gloves. My daughter, she was scary and crying. Well, she was not crying. She was crying before. And my heart was starting feeling very, very badly, beeping a lot. But I said, calm down, relax. Nothing is happening. She's right here. You saw her. So you want to go over there. Unfortunately, when I was starting recording, I can't even record too much since I can record it. You can not see it, but you can hear it. And all the frustration, all the trauma that these people from Franklin Manor that was being created to my daughter and bringing her over there for abusing her physically, mentally, verbally, and emotionally, just because they was doing the nasal test for see if she have a coronavirus, because other kids over there in Franklin Manor, they have it positive. So they're exposing my daughter, they're exposing the other kids, and plus the other kids, some other kids, they haven't, I think, they told me they having chicken pox and I don't know what else they are over there. So that makes me more worried. So when I went there and I said, no, before to go inside, I said, well, why this woman from the ones that she's standing with my daughter inside the room, why she's not wearing gloves and no gallon? He said, oh, they said, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You're telling me to wear a gloves, gallon, and mask, and that woman, she's not even wearing nothing. How come it's possible that they're mistreating me that way, and there are other people that still being like a nothing, So when when they opened the door and telling me that my daughter, she had to wear a mask and a gallon because we want to go upstairs to check her out. I said, okay. And I said, why she's not even wearing, this woman, she's not even wearing a gallon and anything. Oh, she say, and I said, who are you? He said, I'm working from Franklin Manor, they said, for the behavior for the kids. But I said, no, not for your daughter. They said, for the other kids. He said, the more adult kids. I said, okay. I never saw you before, I say to her. And I said, what's going on? He said, why they are bringing her here? He said, well, they have to be letting her know what's going on with this virus, and they have to be telling them, teaching them all the situation. He said, but at Franklin Manor, they never give me any mask or anything to wear, and I had to be she said that she had to be buy the mask in someplace else, or to get it from someplace for her house. I think that's what I think. So that's what she said. I had to see the video again. Okay. And I see a bags clear plastic bags for my daughter's toys and some maybe one change of clothes. And that woman, she was having more clothes for her, I think so. She was gonna be spending the day all day with her because she was the day before she was spending a night with her at the hospital. So that make me feel very badly. They are racist. They treating me in the very wrong way to my daughter. And I was feel so very badly. And I said to my daughter, I said, don't worry, sweetheart. I'm right here. Mommy's right here. So I spend all day with her. They're gonna be giving to the mask, and she doesn't want nobody to touch her because something he was being doing, frankly, man, something he was being doing to my daughter. And I was very concerned what is exactly they was being bringing my daughter over there. Because I know the Franklin Manor staff, nurse, doctors, and all the things, but more the staff, women and men, they like to still mistreating my daughter and the other rest of the kids, and including myself, because they're doing a lot of things to me in front of my daughter. And this is going to be more problems because they are now in big legal problems. The hospital and the Franklin Manor, they are in big problems right now. So I put my daughter, the guy, he wanna try to put the mask on my daughter, and I said, no, let me do this. Let me do it because you're gonna make her feel badly. So I told her playing, and I say, oh, look, we are, I'm playing with her. Look, we are looking like a chickens because the gallon is yellow and the mask is blue. So I try to make my daughter to feel, a little bit better, not happy, but a little bit better that she's with her mother, like that I am her mother, biological. So I hug her. I spent all day with her in the hospital. All day I was bringing some food, and I was bringing some clothes, and I was bringing a few things with me, some toys for her to play it. The only thing that I was not even expected, they want to be again, the nurse from the hospital, they want to be starting mistreating my daughter in there. I have no idea what exactly they was being bringing my daughter there, because they was bringing me false allegations again. So what happened at that moment, they was bringing the nurse, it was provoking my daughter, after they was been trying to put her again 3 times. After 15 minutes, they was coming to the room, mistreating us and telling me after that we are going to the room, that we have to be locked inside the room, that we cannot come in outside. I tried to explain my daughter the situation, the real situation is still happening outside. There is no food outside in the stores. There is a situation is still going, crazy things, but because this is psychological, then I say I don't want to be still believing in anything. So I try to explain my daughter exactly what's happening. But at the third time, I think so, the second time when the nurse came in and they started asking me questions and all that, they tried to distract me because I don't know exactly what the hell they wanted me to try to do to my daughter, because the other woman, Nikki, her name is Nikki, she tried to distract me, and until the other woman, the nurse, is still next to my daughter to doing something. I don't know exactly what, but I was putting my eyes because I'm wearing my glasses on that moment. So my daughter, she told me, she said, Mommy, I want to be a doctor. They said, look, so they're giving a stethoscope to my daughter to play. The kids ones, So this woman, I don't know if that is Latin woman from Dominican Republic. I'm not very quite sure, but she looks for me because her skin is very dark. And she told me things that I had to be done. Like, when you are not you, but when you come in with somebody, they're sick or something. But my daughter, I'm glad that my daughter, she was not sick, nothing at all, including myself. So I'm not going to be extending too much. So when she's coming, this woman, Nikki, to come in, and she told me, if they want to be coming to check my daughter's pee and all that thing, and they want to be measuring, and I try to be, helping for writing everything on the board, and she was very nasty. She was take the pen or the marker away from the board, so that way I cannot write in anything on it. They never come in to do any checkup from the pee for see what's going on. They never come in to do nothing good, just only coming to harassing my daughter, provoking my daughter 3 times every 15 minutes. And the second time, I think they was coming again. They put in the machine for still checking her temperature. She was having nothing. Thank you, God. She was having normal. My daughter, she having normal temperature. She was having nothing at all. But the ones that was make me feel more angry, that's when they put in the blood pressure things. I don't know what is the name. I forgot. They put it on her arm very tight. And that's when I see that this woman, she was abusing my daughter because she put very tight for taking the blood pressure on my daughter's arm very badly. So that's when she was starting, my daughter feeling the pressure on her arm. And my daughter, she started getting, angry and upset. And I said, what's going on? So this woman, I don't know what the hell she was doing to my daughter. I think so she was squishing my daughter's arm or something. So my daughter, she was starting reacting angry. I said, what the hell did what the hell did you do? At that moment, I was not even record. I was pressed the button, but it was not even record anything at all. So this woman, she was provoking my daughter very badly. I tried to control my daughter and I said, what the hell is going on? But after that, before that, I was seeing my daughter's on her arm, on this arm, on top of the arm, that she was having a bead. And I said, maybe it's, my darling said, how you do, why you have this bead on your arm? And she told me in front of the door, the nurse, the Nikki, I think so, her Nikki. And my daughter, she told me, it was a man. She was grabbing me and she was making me feel angry. So they provoked my daughter from Franklin Manor to get angry because they was doing the nasal test, And this guy, he was grabbing my daughter for her arms and for her legs, for the nurse to put in that stupid thing inside her nose. So that was provoking my daughter. So that's one of these other women. She was in the room with my daughter, saying they had to be telling her what's going on, but she doesn't even telling me what's going on, because she told me they was taking 2 hours. I said 2 hours for calm my daughter down. What the hell is going on behind all this? Because this woman, she was not telling me nothing, and I saw her that she was she was very nervous. And I said, what is exactly what's going on? She doesn't even tell me nothing. I said, but I want to be find out no matter what. So I told the nurse to help me to check my daughter, all her body, to see if she have any more bruises on her body. We find more bruises on her arm. She told us how she was happening, because the man he was provoking, the nurse that was provoking my daughter, they was being abusing her. My daughter, she was having bruise on her legs, bruise on her back, trauma, physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. I mean, it was a lot of abuse. It was not the coronavirus. And after they was being taken the test, it was the day before. It was on Friday, because I was spending all day with my daughter on all Saturday. And this nurse, they're working on the Franklin Manor, they are very nasty. They have no rights for respecting anybody. If you are sick over there, not you, but the kids are sick over there, they don't care. They let them to start being sick until they start one, and they say, oh yeah, he have a fever. They don't feel good. If they have a fever, if you are not there, the nurses, they are very nasty. I don't know if they are from India. Some of they are from India. The other ones, they are Latins. The other ones, I don't know from where they're from. And they are very, very nasty people working in there. Nurse, doctors, staff, social workers. I have no idea who's the director from that place. I think so. I saw them 2 times, but they are very nasty. The only care is only to have money, keeping the kids in that place, for taking your money away from you too. Okay? They don't care about your kid. They don't care about nothing. It's just only your money and destroying your kids, and they don't care. Because right now, this is what they do in the government, destroying us for everywhere. Our lives, our economy, our money, our future. It's everything. All right? So what happened next? After they was been making my daughter feeling very badly and angry, and dealing with all the situation, and telling my daughter, calm down, nothing is happening. And I said, how much trauma and how much abuse they was being doing to my daughter. I was talking to my daughter like I had to be having my head to calm down, not to be stressful, to relax myself, to talk to my daughter. But they come in 3 more nurses telling me very badly things in front of my daughter, telling me, making more angry to my daughter, and telling me, if your daughter is continue to having this bad behavior, we're gonna give you some we got to be give you some medication for controlling her. I said, and I put my hand like this to stop, not to talk to me in front of my daughter like that way. So they continue harassing us and attacking us, these 3 nurses. I don't even identify herself because they was having the mask and glasses and the things. But they are black women. Okay, black women. That's just what they are. In other people, though they're not, so the doctors, yeah, they are some from other countries because I can hear they have an accent. If I have an accent, they have an accent too. They are Latins. They are from other countries. They are from Europe. They are from Asia. They are Americans. They are from everywhere. Okay. If you guys see my video, you're gonna be finding there. It's Maria Abu. I think I don't remember exactly where I put it, but it's on children's Maria Ferreira Children's Hospital in Valhalla. You can find it in there because this abuse is had to be over, and we cannot let any person to still continue abusing us, mistreating us, locking us inside the house without money, without all the things that we needed. We cannot let the government still abusing us. There is a virus. This president, he doesn't even do nothing. If I can tell you how much virus I can catch, not just only in Franklin Manor, because my daughter and me, we guys get sick because the bathrooms from there was not even very well clean, not very well sanitizer. It was a lot of dirt stuck in the bathrooms, black water stuck in the sink. In other bathrooms, in other stores, in the dollar store, I was get the same thing. Went to the bathroom to the dollar store, and when I opened the door, I was get the bad smell on my nose, and I was get sick from that point. Okay, so now how can I gonna be fixed myself? I had to be still keeping fighting for having my daughter back, being positive, not letting to these people they still destroying my life anymore, or to still doing whatever they want, because it's horrible. People they still been destroying to everybody right now. CPS, they like to be lied to everybody, hurting you physically like they was doing to me on this arm, because my arm is very hurt. It still hurts. It's hurting my feelings. But what is exactly that I'm still keeping myself right here, alive, and not doing a lot of stupid things? I had to be think positive, praying, doing a little exercise. I'm going outside. I'm going to Walmart without mask because everybody like to be me, letting to everybody still me, letting to still mistreating, manipulating your life. I say I'm not gonna be do that. I'm not gonna be cover my face or whatever just because it's a virus in some place. Where is in the air the virus? It is in the food. I can tell you in the food we have a lot of virus. In the meat, the same thing. Because I see people working in different places, in different stores. They are sick. They are sneezing or coughing on top of the food, and you don't even know. You have no idea if they're touching their butts or they're going to the bathroom and they don't even wash their hands. There are so many people that are smoking and they don't even wash their hands. So many people they still touching their nose. Like I do touch my nose, but I'm not around in anything, and I'm going to wash my hands. You have no idea. Really, you don't have no idea how much people have still been doing a lot of stupid things behind our backs. And you think this is the virus for the coronavirus? It is a virus, yes. But people, when they're having a sickness and they are smoking, the smoke is coming through you. This is what they're coming to me. This is what they make me feel sick. This is what I get sick from the bathrooms, for people that are smoking, the people that doesn't wash their hands. There are places that are not even very well sanitized. The tables, they are not even clean. You can watch my videos and I can show you all the truth from hospitals, facilities, stores, people. I mean, I cannot tell you how can I be still recording, because some of my videos I cannot even still, record them well, because I have to be hiding my thing. I cannot tell you what, But this is one of the things that I had to be saying. This is corruptions to all the citizens in the whole world, abusing us for whatever they want. That is not. Now that we don't have to be still letting to go to the government. They still been doing this. They send them money. I don't have no money. They don't even send me nothing to me. But whoever is receiving the money, God bless to all of you. But they are keeping the money away from us, because they want to be doing a war again, missiles, projectiles, more guns, more things that we don't know. They want to be sending something on to the space. They're doing a lot of projects on there. They are doing a lot of things behind our backs. They're doing so many things behind our backs because we are now inside and locked, so that way we don't want to be seeing nothing outside. Just think, people. Think exactly what is the government still doing to all of us. We are not getting not just only people that are getting sick or dying, because in your body, I can tell you, panic attack is one of the problems. Okay, dangerous. If you cannot control yourself, if you are alone, more badly for you. I'm alone right now, right here. My son is working today. Just only have only 2 days for working. My daughter, they haven't her over there. I cannot even see her every day right now. I call every day, and they don't want to let me to put her over the phone because they still mistreating her, and she's scared when she wants to talk to me, and I ask her questions. If they still keeping mistreating her or anything, they're telling her, if you say something, we want to be, they want to be hurting her, physically or verbally. They're still abusing her. And right now, I'm alone. Not exactly alone because I have my daughter's birds. And look at what is it at the window. Okay, I'm not alone. They are they are over there eating because I was putting some seeds over there. There are 2 squirrels. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer so that way you can see it. Pizza, yummy. Look at the squirrels and my little birdies. Look at the little wings. Eating seeds. Look at this. Or they're fighting each other, one or the other. Look at them. Easy, and Porky. Easy, nice. Okay, so this is Easy and Porky, my daughter's birds. And over here there's Fluffy. They're over there. Fluffy and Carrot. And look at these little ones. Okay. So we have to be fighting for having our liberty, people. Don't let the government still be mistreating us or abusing, because that is one of the things they are going to be very badly in our lives. That is not correctly to still being like that way. So I want to be ending this video. I hope my information is helping you so much for not letting to these people that still being mistreating your family, yourself, or anything. I'm working over here doing a lot of things. Right here, I have my things, doing a lot of things to working over here. I have some, working doing mask. I don't know why I doing mask. I'm not wearing it. I just only if it's somebody that needs some mask, I will sell it. But my project is